I'm Channing Curtis.
And I'm Tim Pham. So glad to start off the work week with you. Let's head over to meteorologist Thomas Patrick to get you prepared for the work week because it feels really good outside right now, Thomas.
Oh, yeah.
Baxter and I went for a walk this morning and it just felt refreshing.
Much better overall than when it's like almost 80 degrees in the morning, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, temperatures are doing pretty good, but some areas are also getting a little rain, which there's always a big positive out of that, especially during the summertime. I just saw one of the most beautiful Spokane sunrises I've seen in a long time. I just tweeted out that picture. I'll showcase it here on our broadcast in a couple minutes. Otherwise, 65 degrees and mostly cloudy conditions at the moment because we do have quite a bit of cloud cover with the storm system that is moving across the inland northwest through these early morning hours. The bulk of the heaviest rain is mostly contained over the Blue Mountains and close to southeastern Washington, with a bit of lighter rain between Dayton and Pomeroy there this morning, and then more in the way of some very light scattered showers over Grant County between Moses Lake and the Vantage areas. Other than that, it's just a lot of cloud cover that is starting to stream in very quickly and thickening up from the south. So that is what we're looking at so far through the morning hours. And later on today, Spokane will at least have a chance for those same scattered showers through about noon or 1 or 2 o'clock today. Otherwise, temperature-wise, quite comfortable for the summer season, starting out in the 60s, and we'll finish in the mid-80s for this afternoon.
Overnight, a brush fire burned near the Esmeralda Golf Course.
Now, according to the Spokane Fire Department, it burned about 1/8 of an acre near the 12th hole. The Washington Department of Natural Resources was on the scene overnight, helping to put out that fire. It has since been cleared.
Across the state line, the Moye fire in Boundary County now contained. The sheriff's office notified about 50 homes in a neighborhood north of the mill about the possibility of evacuation. The fire started yesterday afternoon near the Moye River. Both ground crews and an aircraft were used to fight the fire. However, the aircraft was delayed because of a drone being flown in the area. Crews are working to put out hot spots. Meanwhile, Grant County deputies arrested a man outside of the Gorge Amphitheater. Today, 30-year-old Jonathan Moody will be in court for his bail hearing.
Now, they believe that Moody planned to commit a mass shooting. According to the sheriff's office, around 9 p.m. on Friday, a witness and security told them about a man in the parking lot. Several witnesses say that they saw this man inhaling an unknown substance from a balloon. They also say they saw him loading 2 handguns from the trunk of his car.
The sheriff's office says Moody allegedly asked concert goers what time the concert ended and where people would be exiting. Security managed to detain Moody outside the gates and disarm him. Now, the Grant County Sheriff's Office says this situation a good example of if you see something, say something.
When you've combined that, you see someone that you suspect may be inhaling some drugs. You see someone putting on weapons. You see someone wanting to know when concert attendees are going to be exiting from the concert venue. That together, put together, raises suspicion. So they did the right thing by bringing it to our attention.
Deputies arrested Moody on suspicion of possession of a dangerous weapon and unlawful carrying or handling of a weapon.
Well, nearly 5 years after Caleb Sharp opened fire on Freeman High School, killing 1 student and injuring 3 others, Judge Michael Price handed down his sentence.
The court finds that an appropriate sentence in this case would be and shall be ordered in the amount of 480 months to life.
The shooter received 40 years to life in prison. This marks the end to an emotional case in which more than 200 people gave victim impact statements. Some of the most powerful and emotional testimonies came from Amy Strahan, the mother of Sam Strahan, who was killed during the shooting.
You ruined my life. You took my only son and left Emily and I alone. You are a coward.
The shooter will be eligible for release in 35 years. He now has 30 days to appeal. Now, the Freeman School District also released a statement after the sentence was announced in court. Superintendent Randy Russell says, quote, "We are relieved this case is finally over. This has been a very difficult time, almost 5 years to endure for our Freeman community, especially for the victims and their families. We're so proud of our students, staff, and parents who've been resilient and resolute. We look forward to our future, and we want to thank all of those who have stood by Freeman and offered their love and support during this time. Your kindness will never be forgotten. We remain Freeman strong," end quote.
Just about 6:06 now. Let's take a look at your morning rush. More news in less time. The Stevens County Sheriff's Office looking for a missing man. Take a look. Trevor Bresnahan was last seen on August 10th. Bresnahan told his mom he was going to visit friends. He took his dog with him. The dog was found alone last week. Bresnahan drives a maroon Hyundai Accent with a lime green hood and bumper. If you have any information about this case, you're asked to call the Stevens County Sheriff's Office at the number there at the bottom of your screen. Well, today, Senator Maria Cantwell will be in Spokane. The senator will tour Altec, a Spokane-based manufacturer of aerospace and medical technology. The company will benefit from the passage of the CHIPS and Science Act. It was signed earlier this month. Senator Cantwell was a major supporter of the act. This weekend, 16 Sweet Beagles arrived in Spokane. They are a part of a nationwide rescue operation. You may remember more than 4,000 beagles were rescued from a mass breeding facility in Virginia. KREM 2 will be following their journey here in the inland Northwest, and we'll have an update on how they're doing a little bit later this week. And that's a look at your morning rush.
As part of our Boomtown series, we're taking a closer look at how the Podium is serving the community. Spokane Sport just announced that track and field events will be returning to the Podium this year. So this morning, KREM 2's Malia Kamal is joining us live to explain more about how this venue is bringing more than just sports to Spokane. Good morning, Malia.
Good morning, Channing. Yes, so Spokane Sports just announced that the indoor track and field will be back here at the Podium after much success last year. Now, this is going to be at the collegiate level. So what does this mean for Spokane? Now, it means that an estimated $12.5 million in economic impact, an estimated 12,000 plus visitors. This is athletes, coaches, family, fans, and an estimated 9,000 rooms will be booked. Now, here's the list of events happening at the Podium. The first meet will be a collegiate invitational. It will begin on December 10th. Now, Spokane Sports is also working on details for a high school and community schedule. Now, the schedule will be available the first week of October